Sorry?
I'm going to do a wee video of the site.
Can't do a video of the site.
How can I know?
Because you can't.
How come?
Because you're not allowed to.
Who says that?
Eh?
Who says you're not allowed to?
What do you mean who said it?
I'm asking who says you can't take a video of the site.
Who said you can?
Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls. Today we're at Resido, Honeywell, Motherwell. There was a room to this site is, as soon as you drive into the industrial estate you see Resido private property. Right up their fence, private property. We know it's private property so you don't have to keep plaster everywhere. So basically Resido, they've got two offices. They've got this one in Motherwell and then they've also got one in Berkshire, down in England. And what they make is things saying here comfort, security, water, energy. So if we know that one of their comfort things are smart thermostats. So they make smart thermostats. It's a digital, three small digital products. Probably the same with the security, I imagine. So go to detectors. And yet again, wee small security detectors. So I think it's all like a small electronics they make. So what is it? Well, can we drive up the road and see anybody and tell them we're going to do a wee video of the site? Get a wee drone over. As again you see, private property. So is Honeywell a different company, or is it the same? I think it goods in them both, quite confusing. So this is the employee drop-off point. All visitors must report to security. Where the hell's security? Oh, I see them now. How you doing, pal? Just let you know, I'm going to do a wee video of the site. I'm going to be flying a wee drone over.
Sorry?
I'm going to do a wee video of the site.
Can't do a video of the site.
How can I know?
Because you can't.
How come?
Because you're not allowed to.
Who says that?
Eh?
Who says you're not allowed to?
What do you mean who said it?
I'm asking who says you can't take a video of the site.
Who said you can? Who are you?
Member of the public.
You can't come in the site, pal.
Oh, I'm not coming in the site, I'm going to take a wee video from outside the site.
Well, that's up to you, you're outside the...
I'm going to tell you we're flying a wee drone over.
That's up to you, but you can't come inside.
I'm not coming inside, I'm going up to the security lady. So that's what I'm saying, take a wee video of the site from outside.
Sorry?
I'll take a wee video of the site from outside.
Yeah.
And I'll be flying a wee drone over. So I'm just courtesy letting you know I'm flying a drone over.
Right. Okay.
Alright, are you alright with that?
Sorry?
There's no right in the law, that's for your load. Yes.
I'm just saying that when you were talking there, you were coming on site for the video.
No, I'm just going to do a video of the site. I do video local businesses and that in Scotland. I put it on my social media. Alright, pal? Alright, cheers. What does this company do? It make electronics?
Sorry?
It's an electronic factory.
Yeah.
Is Honeywell a different company or is it the same?
The same, just different names.
So two companies the same? Just, alright. Hey boy, pal, cheers. I thought I was going to get my first real confrontation for security, but I didn't get there. Wee bit out of breath on my bike coming up that hill. Kind of knackered me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go round to the top of the site. So I drove by that on the way down. Basically, it's got hundreds of private property signs as well. But it's got a best place to take off for the business. Security was quite bland with me there. Something tells me he's going to follow up. Maybe even possible phone the police, but kind of gave me no feedback from him. Or he just wasn't interested. But that's the first security guard that I've came across that I'm not impressed with. His attitude wasn't stinking, but it could have been a lot better. Try to find out more information off me instead of me trying to ask the questions. just to end it right, okay. I got a wee bit argumentative at the start and all when I was saying I was videoing the site. So we'll go to the top here and we'll get the chopper out. So we're in the side of the building we're going to take the drone off from. As you can see in front of me, another private property sign. So there's our main building over here. It goes right along to there. So we'll get the drone up and we'll see the rest of it. I'm confused how it seems every Resido and Honeywell are the same company, but it's two different signs. Maybe a tax sign, I don't know. If any of you guys know, or anybody that works here that's watching this video, please leave a comment. So we'll now get chopper up and see what it's like from above. So we'll get chopper in front of us, so let's go and see what this Resido's like from above. Go a little bit higher. Let's get a distance back there. So you've got cars here, we'll just check the skips, see what the skips are like. All metal in that one. Nice and tidy. So we fly down near the front. So that fly in front of the building so we can see it. So there's your front of your building here. Or the side of the front building. So the door's not there, so we'll fly down a wee bit. And we'll turn round. So there's your front door there. Security hut's way up there, that's where we come in earlier on. So we'll fly up towards the security hut. Go a wee bit higher so I keep my drone in sight. Very important when you're flying drones, you keep it eyesight, because there's a fine instantly if you don't do that. So that's as far as I can go to keep my line of sight. From this angle, maybe I should have took it off for the front, we can still see everything. So there's your lorry bays in there. Loads of car park spaces. Did read in one of the Indeed reviews saying that they made a female member of staff cry because they're just chasing targets all the time, not interested in personnel, but that's only one person's review. But going with the first point of contact, with the security, not impressed. Not got 1 out of 10, I'd say 3 out of 10 for that. Just for his attitude. He wasn't displaying a badge, but in-house security don't always need to display an SIA badge. If he was a subcontractor and he did, but he did have a Resido top on. So I maybe picked a bad angle for chopper, might have to take off again from the other side. So along here we've just got, just keep my line of sight, just the side of the building, nothing to see. Any roof cleaners, must be getting money for letting roof cleaners to bad roofs. This roof's cake it. Obviously no solar panels on it. So we'll take a wee fly up here. Still on my line of sight. Hopefully I can get to the middle bit. Still got it. Is there a middle bit? I don't think it is, just another bit of the building. I'm sure it is still the same company. So as we get chopper back, we'll go and fly over that side, take over for there. So we've got chopper up again, I'm at the other corner, and it's got Honeywell in the front. So these two companies are joint, literally joint. Basically the buildings are joint. They've got the same kind of sign bit in security. So I'm not sure if it's the same company or not. But with Honeywell, I'll fly by the front of it, but you might recognise it from the M8. It's basically just next to the, turn off this, Motherwell tunnel. We've got the Biocity straight across the motorway from it. So we'll get chopper up and I'll show you the front of it first. So this is basically 2 audits in one without me even knowing I was doing it. So we'll get chopper to fly at the front, up a wee bit more. CCTV camera right on me, so I'll just move across to it. So there's your Honeywell front of the building there. So you maybe recognise that. I've got it in a lorry parking bay, looks it. It's just gone by me. You come in here, pal. So Well, it's for the audits. My thing was it, my bike's in a lorry bait. First for doing the audits, so we'll fly up a wee bit more right at the front. Make sure we stay away from the motorway. That's your front, so you'll probably recognise that in M8 in between Glasgow and Edinburgh. So we'll check their roof, see what it's like. It's a totally different type of roof. A wee bit higher, still needs a wee clean, but looks it. Fly over to the front of the building. Well, this is the side of their building, at the front of. The lorry's going up the window, looks it. So there's the security hut we were at first. So we've seen that bit, so we'll go back to this bit down here. There's not much to see, there's just the car parks. So as we'll fly around the road and back up. So you'll probably recognise that building across, that's quite an interesting building. And we'll just fly up the front. Make sure we don't go over the motorway. That's the lorry you see in sight. It was barging at the road during the audit. So basically that's it for now. It was Resido and now Honeywell, which I need to find out if they are the same company. So I'll just bring Chopper back. Let's get Chopper down. So I'm all back down to the front. I was going to get in and let Honeywell know that I accidentally done an audit of their site, but it's report back to the same security guard, so it's pointless. So negatives on this site, point of contact was the security guard. Didn't even alert other members of staff who had come out and questioned what I was doing. Quite sure somebody would like to know if it's getting put on social media, but his attitude stunk. And as saying, as me being a security manager for 20 years, I wouldn't be amused if that's the way he's greeting visitors. So his attitude stinks. I wouldn't fire him, I would just get him educated on how he needs to treat members of the public, and if he's not good at dealing with members of the public, he shouldn't be in the gatehouse. Bungling on a site when he doesn't see anybody. The roofs need cleaned, but apart from that, I couldn't see anything else inside, and it was spotless. Skips were all nicely done in metals and metal skip and stuff. So if you like this video, hit the like button, guys. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. I need to get these numbers up. I can do more audits once I hit that 1,000 mark, but I'm not even halfway yet. But cheers for watching, we'll see you next one. Cheers.